What if I told you one city in our region sold 618 homes in a single month, while another sold just 81, and both numbers still tell us the same thing? Spring demand is real, but it is not showing up the same way in every city. For March 2026, verified market data shows Merced sold 618 homes with an average of 84 days on market. Turlock sold 175 homes with an average of 54 days. Atwater sold 81 homes with an average of 49 days. So the real question is not just how many homes sold. What do those numbers actually mean if you're buying, selling, or investing in Merced County right now? Let's start with Merced. Merced had the biggest headline by far, with 618 homes sold in March 2026 and a median sold price of about $429,990. But those homes took an average of 84 days on market, which is quite a bit slower than both Atwater and Turlock. That tells us Merced is active, but also broad and layered. There are buyers in the market, but there is enough inventory and variety that homes are not all moving at the same speed. Now look at Atwater. Atwater sold 81 homes in March 2026 with a median sold price of $429,000. And those homes averaged just 49 days on market. That's a smaller market, but it is moving faster, and that matters. Because fast movement in a smaller market usually means buyers are pressing harder against limited supply. That's one reason Atwater still feels seller-friendly. Then there's Turlock. Turlock sold 175 homes in March 2026 with a median sold price of $475,000, and homes averaged 54 days on market. So Turlock lands in a very interesting position. More sales than Atwater, faster average market time than Merced, and higher pricing than both. That suggests a market with healthy spring demand and solid buyer activity. Now here's the part most people get wrong. They hear 618 sales in Merced and assume Merced must be the hottest market. Not necessarily. High sales volume does not automatically mean the strongest seller leverage. Sometimes it just means the city is bigger and has more housing stock. What matters is how volume and speed work together. That's why Atwater stands out. It sold far fewer homes than Merced, but those homes moved much faster. That's a strong sign of tighter buyer demand. Turlock tells a different story. It combines meaningful sales volume with relatively quick market time, which usually points to a healthy, balanced, seller-favored market. Now, for Winton and McSwain, I want to stay careful and accurate. I could not verify the exact March 2026 data set, so I'm not going to present them as perfectly equal comparisons. What I can say is this. Winton recent sold data shows about 42 properties sold with an average of 54 days on market. McSwain shows a much smaller niche market, with Redfin showing 3 homes sold in March 2026 and about 98 days on market. That makes sense because McSwain behaves more like a luxury acreage market, where buyer pools are smaller and homes naturally take longer to sell. So when you step back, here's what the county-level story looks like. Merced wins on scale, Atwater wins on speed, Turlock shows strong pricing and healthy turnover, Winton moves like a smaller working market segment, and McSwain remains a premium niche market. And that's exactly what spring demand looks like in real life. Not one story, several stories happening at the same time, so what should you do with this? If you're a seller in Merced, the 618 sales prove buyers are active, but the 84-day average should tell you not to rely on momentum alone. Strategy, pricing, and presentation matter. If you're a seller in Atwater, you may have more leverage than you think. 81 sales in 49 days is a strong combination. Buyers are showing up and making decisions quickly. If you're a seller in Turlock, you're in a market with both depth and movement. 175 sales in 54 days says the market is active, but still rational. A very good environment for smart sellers. If you're a buyer, this is your reminder that these cities do not behave the same way. Merced may offer more choices, Atwater may feel tighter, Turlock may still demand quick decisions because of its momentum, and McSwain, that market plays by a very different set of rules. If you're an investor, these numbers help define each city's character. Merced equals scale, Atwater equals tighter pressure, Turlock equals stronger pricing with solid turnover. Winton equals smaller local market movement, and McSwain equals niche premium positioning. So the bottom line is simple. The verified March 2026 numbers show Merced 618 sold, 84 average DOM, Turlock 175 sold, 54 average DOM, Atwater 81 sold, 49 average DOM. That tells us spring demand is very real, but it also tells us something deeper. The market is not one size fits all across Merced County. Some cities are winning on volume, some are winning on speed, and the smartest decisions come from knowing which story your city is telling right now. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in Merced, Atwater, Winton, McSwain, or Turlock, let's talk strategy based on what your local market is actually doing. I'll help you understand your city's pace, your home's position, and how to make the strongest move possible. Call me at 209-345-3836. I'm Monica Franks, the seller's agent. Who you choose matters.